So unfortunately, I'm here to bring the bear and the bad news. As you know, the emergency powers and COVID legislation to bring it to November. Um, the emergency powers and COVID guards give more power to the state, more power to the guards to deal with things as they see fit. And obviously, I obviously say that it shouldn't be allowed, and might be totally be honest with you. It should not even be a question that it should be got rid of now. But yeah, it was narrowly, and again I say, and I'm very surprised. I'm surprised Sinn Féin voted against it, and people before propping the Social Democrats. I'm actually surprised in that. But it was very narrowly. Only for as no surprise here, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, the Green Party all backed each other. I was hoping one or two Fianna Fáil TDs would go against the party and say no, we won't. But again, I knew myself. I got in touch with a few Fianna Fáil TDs, and they wanted to go against the party. Same as Fine Gael, they just wouldn't go against the party. They're not going to go against the party. That's a shame. You think some of them would have a bit of guts, even though they probably would lose the seat and lose the reputation of the party. You think they would do it. Because I tell you something, if I didn't agree with something, I wouldn't vote for it. I abstain or I would do something. But yeah, 73 in favour. So obviously Fianna Fáil, the Green Party, and Fine Gael. And Neil was 68. So obviously very very narrow. And obviously, as I say, Sinn Féin, all the Sinn Féin TDs voted against, Labour voted against, Social Democrats voted against, Socialist People for Profit voted against, the Rural Independent Group voted against, the Regional Independent Group, the Independent Group, all voted against. So obviously there was no abstentions, as I say. I wish they just abstended instead of voting for Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, if they had any common decency. But yeah, I just want to take when I'm here. I didn't get in touch with Pauline Tully and Matt Cowdy and Calvin Monaghan, Sinn Féin TDs. I just want to thank them. They did vote and they listened to what I had to say. So I just want to thank them for that, and for voting the right way and doing the right thing for the people. So thanks for that. And again, I just want to thank Tracy O'Mahony too, and everybody who voted their TD and voted their county council or whatever, or even phoned them up or sent an email, whatever. I just want to thank them because obviously, I don't think without that campaign that Tracy O'Mahony ran. I really, and I'll say this straight, I don't think I don't think Sinn Féin or Labour would have voted against. I might be totally honest with you. I think it's the amount of people that contacted them, and put pressure on them to vote against it, which kind of sealed the deal, I suppose. But again, it's shame on Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and the Green Party. And again, this is the thing that I found the most scummiest part of it. That the other day they didn't want the just no debate. There was a debate in the door I was watching last night. Matty McGuire, Michael Smallis made great points. Even Labour and Sinn Féin made great points, in what they were saying, to the Minister for Health, Stephen Donnelly. But again, they wanted to push it through without any debate. That's what they wanted to do at the beginning. They wanted to just push it through without any debate. But that didn't happen. So they weren't happy with that, the government, I don't think. But again, it gives them just a blank check, as one of them said. It gives them a blank check to the Minister for Health. It's really sad. It's a shameful thing. Again, you take one of the it would so close. It was so close. And again, they did have the Rural Independent Group. I think had different. I think had a different kind of policy. And it gives it to the Minister for Health. And I don't think he cared to look at it. To give it until September. I think that was their plan. But I don't think he looked at them, Stephen Donnelly. But again, as I always say, it's always about power control. They don't want to give away their power and they don't want to give away the control. We see this in every part of society. When you're given the power to do anything, if say for example you're given a superpower, you wouldn't want to give that away voluntarily. You have to be forced to give it away. It's just a shame that we came to this part of the state where this is the way it's gone. And waiting to see it be into next year, this powers. Even though they say it's November, which is half of the fucking year, let's totally be honest with you. Well, November, above anything else, November, wouldn't mind if it was next month. And then they were like, oh, we review it next month. But they're like, no reviews, we're just leaving it to November. It's just, Kim Jong-un wouldn't even be at this crack. But again, I just want to thank everybody again, for contacting the local TDs, and the local ministers, whatever. I want to thank Tracy O'Mahony again for her amazing work she's doing for this country. And I just want to say, I do appreciate it. I'm sure everybody watching this video appreciates what Tracy's doing for us. for the as the people and as a country. And obviously I do appreciate what Sinn Féin and Labour, all the Western groups, independent groups, the Social Democrats and the rest of them, they voted against. I do appreciate every one of them, and fair play to you. To the Fianna Fáil, Fianna Gael, Green Party TDs, I would just say to you to have a long look in the mirror and to think about it, because I know some of you were didn't agree, and I'll be totally honest with you, I know some Fianna Fáil TDs I know wouldn't in favour, and I might be honest, wouldn't be in favour, wouldn't in favour of the COVID legislation, but just were too scared, and I might use it, they were too scared to go against the party. I'll just say to you, at the end of the day, scaredness, we can understand that, but cowardice, in the face of tyranny, is something that can't be tolerated and something that can't stand. We're 100 years on, we're actually 100 years on the War of Independence, and then people wouldn't, there was no such thing as cowardly there. There was no such thing as standing back, letting somebody else fight a war. They fought them themselves. And that's something we have to remember. And this is 100 years on. And would you believe the state's not even 100 years old, and this is the crack that's happening. But yeah, thank you again to everybody, and please God, they might see sense, maybe God will show them a bit of sense, a bit of decency. But again, that's long gone in this country, long gone. Thank you.